Yo, what's up? It's your favorite neighborhood historian, Dilla, and infamously, Chicago is known as the most segregated city in the country. Let me tell you about the event that made that happen, the Chicago Race Riot. On July 27, 1919, Eugene Williams and a couple of his friends went swimming on the 29th Street beach on a hot day. Unbeknownst to them, the makeshift raft that they were using started to drift to the 31st Street beach, which was known as the white side of the beach. A 23-year-old white guy by the name of George Starburst started throwing rocks into the lake, hitting Eugene Williams in the head, knocking him unconscious. Ultimately, Eugene drowned. Black beachgoers immediately alerted the police, and when Officer Daniel Calhoun arrived on the scene, he refused to arrest George. And when black police officers arrived on the scene, he wouldn't allow them to arrest him either. Soon, large crowds gathered on both sides of the beach and a big fight happened. A 37-year-old guy by the name of James Crawford was shot and killed. That night, so-called neighborhood athletic clubs like the Reagan Colts and the Hamburgs started to drive into black neighborhoods, throwing Molotov cocktails and attacking every African American that they saw. The police did little as property was destroyed and people were attacked, and black people were being drugged off of streetcars and killed in the streets. At the end of the 7 days, over 1,000 people were homeless, mostly African American. Over 500 people were injured, 2/3 being African American. There were hundreds of arrests made, but 2/3 of them were also African American. Overall, 38 people lost their lives, 25 black and 13 white. On the one hand, there probably would have been more deaths had the black belt not had so many World War I veterans. They were able to fight off some of the attack. On the other hand, if our mayor, Bill Thompson, would have called in the National Guard after that first night, a lot of the violence would have ended there. After the Chicago race attacks of 1919, neighborhoods started to develop race covenant. Chicagoans in predominantly white neighborhoods signed contracts stating that they wouldn't rent, buy, or sell their homes to African Americans. Eventually, those covenants would be struck down by the Supreme Court as illegal, but those neighborhood boundaries still last today.